An explosive moment caught on camera. Law enforcement, guns drawn, pointed at Patrick Frazee. The drama playing out 1 month after Frazee's fiance and the mother of his baby girl vanished.
You see him? He's in cuffs. We're just outside Patrick Frazee's property here, and right up there, investigators have Patrick Frazee in custody. They rolled in here just a few minutes ago with an arrest warrant.
The latest twist in the investigation into 29-year-old Kelsey Berreth's sudden disappearance. Police hauled Frazee off to county jail, the 32-year-old posing for his mugshot, facing charges of first-degree murder. A shocking change from previous weeks when police refused to call him a suspect.
Now, I'm not willing to jump to conclusions.
But last Friday, the first search of Frazee's property, when dozens of investigators rolled up to his front gate with dogs, digging equipment, and an FBI evidence team scouring the 35-acre property for 2 days.
You don't take a backhoe to somebody's ranch and start digging if you don't suspect you're going to find something.
They towed away Frazee's truck, but didn't find Kelsey or her body. But in the last 48 hours, sources say new information and interviews rapidly transformed the case, providing enough probable cause for an arrest warrant.
In my mind, what is going to make or break this case is the forensic evidence within Kelsey's home and the cell phone evidence.
And the story isn't over yet. More arrests could be coming. Investigators say they know where Berreth died, but haven't yet revealed how. And they still haven't found her body.
Sadly, we do not believe Kelsey is still alive.
You don't need a body to charge somebody. Clearly, they have got probable cause to charge him.
Kelsey Berreth first moved to Colorado to follow her dreams.
Kelsey is fun-loving. She's kind of got a bright personality. She is kind, caring.
She wanted to be a pilot. Eventually, she met Frazee and gave birth to a baby girl.
She's grounded and responsible. She has a 1-year-old child. She wouldn't just leave her.
On Thanksgiving Day, this surveillance video inside a Woodland Park Safeway captures the last known images of Berreth shopping with 1-year-old Kaylee. But it wasn't until 10 days later that her mother, not her fiance, reported her missing.
She's not the kind that runs off. This is completely out of character.
Once the investigation started, questions immediately cropped up. Frazee and Berreth didn't live together, and according to police, Frazee told officers he hadn't seen his fiancée since Thanksgiving either, when he met her to pick up their daughter Kaylee, but he never reported her missing.
If you look at past cases where the husband killed the wife and you watch their behavior, many of them sort of disengage. They're not obviously emotionally invested in finding the person because they know they're dead.
Police also say they discovered a series of mysterious text messages sent from Berreth's phone 3 days after Thanksgiving.
Officers were able to contact her place of employment at Doss Aviation down in Pueblo, Colorado, and were advised that they had received a text from Kelsey's phone on the 25th of November stating that she would not be into work the following week.
That same day, authorities say Frazee claimed he also received a text message from Berreth, police not revealing what it said.
What is the text message Kelsey sent you on the 25th?
When I learned that she texted, not even called, texted her boss to say, I'm going to be gone a week, and then texted the fiance, and it didn't fit together to me. Why didn't it fit together? Because someone was lying.
Police also say at 5:13 p.m. the same day, Berreth's phone was detected by a cell tower nearly 800 miles away in Idaho. Berreth has family in Washington and Idaho where her mother lives, but no one had seen her.
Makes us wonder what she's doing up there, what the phone is. You know, potentially, because she may not be there, maybe the phone is.
Family and police searched Berreth's home. Inside, her makeup, clothes, and suitcases all left untouched.
A neighbor tells us that Kelsey had only lived in this condominium since about June, that she was quiet and kept to herself. When police came here to search, they found both of her cars in the driveway and signs that she'd left unexpectedly, including cold cinnamon rolls left on the stove. As authorities launched a national search for Berreth, her own mother was there to make an impassioned plea.
Call us if you can, and we won't quit looking.
But Frazee was a no-show.
Chief, I understand that Patrick was invited today. Why is he not here?
That is a question you'd have to ask him.
Is he being cooperative?
Yes, at this time, yes.
At the time, his now former attorney said, given more notice, Frazee would have been there.
Patrick wasn't notified about the press conference until about approximately an hour prior to the press conference, and he doesn't want to distract from the investigation.
That attorney pointed out his cooperation with authorities, insisting he wanted to find Kelsey too.
Patrick has cooperated with law enforcement interviews. He has provided buccal swabs. He's provided photographs, and he's voluntarily turned over his cell phone to law enforcement.
We tried to speak with Frazee first at home.
This is private property. This is a private road.
Patrick.
And again as he and his daughter left a meeting at the office of a Colorado Springs criminal defense attorney.
Patrick, why don't you talk to us?
Everybody in their right mind knows that. If you lose someone you love, you're out there looking. You're lying on the front steps of the police station begging for justice. What did he do? Clam up and speak through his lawyer.
Everything changed this morning.
Just a few minutes ago, investigators showed up here. They cut the lock on that gate and went up the road. They met Patrick Frazee as he was coming down. They ordered him out of the car. He is now in handcuffs right up there.
The 32-year-old dad now facing first-degree murder charges and potentially the death penalty. Police say they identified the main crime scene back at Berreth's townhome, overnight carrying out bags of evidence.
Investigators have recovered a number of items that make us suspicious that the crime did occur at Kelsey's residence, and that's why we have been coming back to her residence.
What may not have been visible to the naked eye the first time the cops went in there, next thing you know, bam! An arrest warrant issues. Maybe evidence of a pool of blood. Maybe they found spatter. Maybe they found blowback. And whatever they found tells me Kelsey is dead.
As for her missing cell phone,
her phone did end up in Idaho, and we are still working to recover that phone.
Frazee is also facing charges of solicitation to commit murder, hinting he did not act alone.
It is a crime to solicit somebody to commit another crime.
Is it fair to say then that Patrick had somebody working with him?
Again, we'll be filing formal charges.
Police documents shedding light on why investigators charged Frazee are sealed for now. At his appearance in court today, Frazee did not enter a plea. His new attorney, a public defender, ignoring questions.
Adam, did you have anything to say about what happened in there?
Formal charges are expected within the next 10 days. As for the couple's 1-year-old daughter, tonight we are told she is safe and with Kelsey's family.
Can a case be prosecuted without a body? Of course. Do they need to find Kelsey's remains? Yes, they do. But generally speaking, they need to find her remains, not just for prosecution purposes, but for her baby. When her baby grows up, to know where mommy is buried, for her family that have been through so much. It's very important.
For Nightline, I'm Clayton Sandell in Woodland Park, Colorado.